All right, let's go ahead and get started. Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to chair yoga. We'll begin by getting centered. So go ahead and slide to the back of your chair. Have your feet flat on the floor, legs uncrossed. You can lean into the back of your chair for now and just let your eyes close. And as the eyes close, become aware of your breath here, the feeling of the breath in your nostrils, the feeling of the body expanding and contracting, drawing your mind down out of the head and into your body, using the breath to help with that transition. You might notice that the in-breath feels cooler, the out-breath feels warmer. It might feel like your breath is deep. It might feel like your breath is more shallow. What happens when you deepen your breath and you take it beyond what feels just natural in this moment? Drawing in more air, letting go of more air. Maybe you want to take a deep breath, filling your lungs to capacity, just feeling the lungs and rib cage stretch at the top of that inhale. Maybe you want to gently push all the air out of your body. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you want to stay somewhere in the middle. Just spend just the next few breaths, the next few moments, just breathing as it feels like you need to breathe in this moment. Maybe there is a need for deepening. And then with your next inhale, take a deeper, fuller breath and slowly allow your eyes to open, bringing yourself back to the space around you. Take your time with that. So I'm going to come closer to you because we're going to do some stuff that requires a bit more up close and personal sort of thing. So I brought my little handy dandy folding chair today. Hello. Hi. So we're going to begin with actually a kind of finger and wrist exercise. It's good to do if you are dealing with maybe arthritis or carpal tunnel syndrome or just any tightness of your hands, okay? So as always, you'll sit up tall, and if you're not already there, slide to the edge of your chair. And you're going to extend your hands forward. That's why I got nice and close for you. And this might take a few rounds to get the hang of, but you're going to fold in, starting with your pinky finger, fold in, kind of flourish the fingers inward, and then roll out the pinkies. Okay, so pulling in, it's like the pinkies are leading the movement in and out, and you're making big rolling motions with the wrists at the same time, folding in, rolling out. And breathe. And this might not feel comfortable. I recognize that. Might feel like it's kind of straining a little bit. That's okay. That's okay here because we don't usually move our hands and fingers in this way. And that's what's going to help strengthen the wrist joints and also help relieve arthritis. Helps relieve it. It's not a magic bullet, but it definitely helps. Let's go for a few more rounds. It's like we're doing a spell. I'm hypnotizing you. Good. Flourish outward and relax down for just a moment. Feel the circulation return to the hand and just notice the initial feeling from that practice. Now we have to do that again because we led with the pinkies this last time, and now we have to lead with the thumbs, all right? So just take your hands forward, and if that was confusing, you'll get the hang of it here in a moment. So you're going to fold your thumbs in and allow the fingers to follow you. Then the thumbs open back out. Thumbs lead inward, open back out. Inward, open out. Just do your best. It's okay if you don't get it completely perfect here. This is our first time doing this. Rolling out, rolling in, letting the thumbs guide the movement. And again, we're doing magic here. Breathe if you aren't breathing already. Sometimes when we feel discomfort in the body, we actually start to hold the breath or tense up. You don't have to do that here. We're going to go for about another 15 seconds or so, letting the thumbs lead the movement, flourishing out, flourishing in, flourishing out, flourishing in. Good. And then flourish the thumb outward and relax the hands on down. And you'll notice that you don't just feel this in the wrists and hands, you feel it all the way up into the forearm and maybe up into the upper arm as well. Good. Now to help just kind of create a little bit of a relief from that, you can just start to shake your hands. Just kind of flick your hands for a moment. Breathe as you do so. Just again, inviting some of that circulation back to the fingertips and also helping to relieve some of the tension that we created to help relieve tension. Sometimes you have to do that too. Good. And then go ahead and relax the hands on down. Good. And you can feel how that feels in your wrists after doing that exercise. Good. So still at the edge of your chair, you may need to slide back a little bit for this one. We're going to be doing some chair leans. So take your left hand down and hold on to the edge of your chair cushion. Just get a nice grip there, all right? Then sit up nice and tall and lean the upper body to the right. And as you do so, you'll feel the arm traction around the shoulder joint. And if you drop your right ear to your right shoulder, you'll start to feel a stretch along the left side of your neck. Now we're just getting started here, so don't throw yourself further than your range of motion. Just stop at the point where you feel the stretch and breathe. Good, then sit back up and we'll do the other side. Take your right hand down to the chair cushion or the edge of your seat, sitting nice and tall here. Then lean to the left, holding onto the side of the chair, leaning to the left. And allow your left ear to drop towards your left shoulder, feeling that tractioning in the arm, but also some stretching or lengthening of the right side of the neck and shoulder here. And we'll just breathe for a little bit. Good. And then sitting back up, please. Good. Feeling that sensation. Great. So allow both arms to hang down this time. I'm going to ask you to slowly shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Shrug them up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze up, squeeze up. And then slowly drop your shoulders back down. We'll do that again. Slowly shrug your shoulders up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then slowly drop the shoulders down. We're going to do 5 total. So we have 3 more rounds to go. And again, we're moving slowly here, shrugging your shoulders up, squeezing the shoulder muscles together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And let go. 2 more times. Squeeze. Squeeze and let go. Good. One more time, please. Shrug your shoulders up toward the ears. Really draw them toward one another as much as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then carefully release on down. Good. Great. So while we're nice, close, and personal, we'll do some more like up close and personal type work. So this next one is a jaw release. And so in this exercise, your goal is to open your mouth as wide as you can, and at the same time, open your eyes as wide as you can. So it looks funny, so you'll probably laugh the first couple times I do it with you, but it's a great way to relieve tension in all the muscles around the face, and then of course, release some of that jaw tension as well. So when you are ready, I like to do this with an inhale. With an inhale, you're going to stretch your jaw and eyes as much as you can. All right, go ahead. And exhale, release. We're going to do this 5 times total. All right. So inhale, stretch the jaw, stretch the eyes as wide as you can. And release. It's okay if there's a little bit of soreness going on. That's part of this. Again, open the eyes as much as you can. Inhale. And release 2 more times. One last time. Open your jaw as wide as you can. And release. Good. You can take your fingers and just kind of massage around the joint of the jaw. Throw that one into your day. Do it as often as you can remember. Just be careful where you do it, because like years ago, I would just start doing like big jaw stretches like that in the grocery store. People look at you funny. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do are some eye strain exercises. We've done these before, but I'll walk you through the steps of it all the same. Okay, and so the idea here is that we're stretching the eyes, which can help with tension headaches, migraines, and all sorts of other things. Okay, so for this one, you're going to open your eyes as wide as you can, and we'll be looking in certain directions. So just notice lefts and rights and ups and downs, and we'll get there together. Okay, so opening your eyes as wide as you can. Keep the eyes open, look to your upper right corner. Upper right corner. Breathe. Keep the eyes open, look to your lower left corner. Lower left corner. Look to your upper left corner. Upper left corner, eyes open. Keep the eyes open, look to the lower right corner. Open the eyes, lower right. Keep the eyes open, look straight up. Keep the eyes open, look straight down. Directly right, open the eyes. All the way to the left. Again, eyes open. If you can, cross your eyes. And then squeeze your eyes shut. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Then relax the squeeze. Then open your eyes. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Just notice the sensation from that first time through. You might have felt like one of those directions was a little bit more sore or important than the others. So let's give this a try again. Open your eyes as wide as you can. Upper right, lower left, upper left, lower right, straight up, straight down, directly right, directly left, cross if you can, squeeze, 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 and relax, opening the eyes back up. Good. If you are ever suffering from tension headaches or migraines, you may want to do that up to 5 times. And if you want to be led through it, of course, this recording will be available to you at some point, but also there is a clipped out recording of me teaching this on my LinkedIn page. So if you go to my LinkedIn page, just search my name, you'll find that with a bunch of other videos as well. Okay. So I'm going to scoot back to my other chair. You can stay where you're at. Just make sure you're at the edge of your seat because there's so much suspense. And we'll do some spinal flexes. Okay, so I'm going to turn sideways actually. You can keep facing forward though. All right, with your next inhale, roll the shoulders down the back, open the chest, look up. Exhale, round the back, look down at the lap. Inhale, open up. And exhale, round the back. We're just going to continue moving between these two extremes, opening up, inhale, and then rounding the back, exhale, creating mobility in the upper spine. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, rounding the upper back. We'll go for just a few more rounds. One more time, open up, round the back, and then come to a neutral spine. Relax your shoulders down and feel sensation. Notice what's happening in the body here. Speaking of what's happening in the body, even though we're like a couple minutes down the road from that eye exercise, I can still feel it. Can you? Just notice if that's true. All right. So the next exercise we'll do is one that we actually did last week. It is a twist and a fold. So we'll start with some slower movements, and then I'll just let you move at your own pace, okay? So taking your arms down by your sides. With your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the sides and up, reach up. And with your exhale, take your right arm forward, your left arm behind you, look behind you, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. With your exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips and fold down over the legs. Inhale, reverse that. Sweep the arms out to the sides, come all the way back up. And then exhale, take your left arm forward, take your right arm back and twist. Inhale, unwind, lift the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms out to the sides, coming up. Take the right arm forward, the left arm back, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, unwind, lifting up. Again, fold forward, please. Coming back up, inhale. Left arm forward, twist. And we'll keep moving at your own pace. Inhale, unwinding. We're always folding between twists. Strong back as you come up from the forward fold. And then just alternating sides when you twist. Feeling the mobility in the spine, rotating from side to side. There's also some stretching and strengthening of your lower back as we fold and lift back up. So lots going on here. Not even to mention the fact that we're creating mobility in the shoulders. Trying to move with your breath as best you can. With inhale, we're always coming to a tall seat, arms overhead. With the exhale, we're moving into the next pose. And this moving with your breath actually helps to tone the nervous system. There's a soothing quality to it, to your nervous system, pulling you out of that fight or flight state. Let's do just a couple more, okay? Good. Take your time getting there, but as you come into the forward fold this time, go ahead and stay for about 3 breaths. Folding down over the legs, please. And then with your next inhale, sweep the arms out to the side, strong back lift all the way up. Stay tall as you release the arms on down. Good. That one built a little bit of heat. I'm feeling kind of around the chest and the lower back. So doing a little bit more work for your shoulders, I'm going to ask you to take your left arm into the air. Bend the elbow, taking the hand behind your head. Your right hand is going to come up and grab hold of the forearm or maybe even the elbow. Depends on how far you can reach across. Now you're going to pull that elbow more toward the center line of your body. So tug it toward the center. Your free hand behind you, you're going to pull that toward your spine. And then I'm going to ask you to lift your chest. Good. Feeling whatever it is you're feeling in that left shoulder joint right now. Breathe with it. Keep breathing with it. Good. Now don't drop the arm. Carefully release it, letting it unfurl next to you. Feel the release in the shoulder girdle and the kind of tingling or the warmth that's returning to the hand here as well, that greater circulation to that appendage. And then we'll balance that out. So taking your right arm into the air, please. Bend the elbow behind the head or the hand behind the head. Reach up and grab the elbow or the forearm and pull it more toward the center line of the body. The right hand, the free one behind you, comes closer to your spine as you bend the elbow deeper, and then think about lifting the heart or chest and staying for about 5 or 6 breaths. Breathe. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And again, don't drop the arm. Carefully release it, letting it unfurl down next to you. Feeling that sensation, that release in the shoulder girdle, the arm, the hand. Good. All right. So from where you're at right now, you can slide back in your chair a little bit. So we're going to do some ankle rolls. Give some relief to our ankles. Now, just for demonstration's sake, I'm going to turn to the side here just so you can see what's going on to my ankles, hopefully. So you're going to lift your right leg up. You can hold on to your chair here if you'd like to. Do whatever you need to support. You can even hold behind the thigh if you want to, if it's feeling like it's hard to keep lifted. I'm going to keep my legs straight. You could also bend the knee here because we're just trying to work with the ankle. You don't have to worry about extension so much. All right. But go ahead and point the toes away from you and then pull the toes toward you. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. Now point the toes away from you and then start to roll around that ankle joint. I want you to go slowly here. Don't do it quickly. You want to take your time to feel every point in that ankle rotation. I want you to breathe here. Sometimes when we find tension in the body, we start to grit our teeth and hold our breath. Try to keep breathing and try not to tense your face up. It's not going to help release tension in your ankle. I've tried it. You don't have to. And then go the opposite direction. And again, slow the movement down. Our ankles do so much for us. They hold us up. They help with the transitions between sitting and standing to sitting. They never ask for anything. Let's give them a little love. Three, two, and one. Go ahead and release that foot on down. Notice the difference between the two sides. Probably feels significant. And because of that, we have to balance that out. So go ahead and bring your left leg up. Again, you can hold onto the chair if you'd like to. You could hold behind the leg. The leg could be extended. It could be bent. Do what you got to do. All right. And then point the toes away from you. And then pull the toes towards you. Point and flex. Point and flex. Point and flex. And then point and start to roll around on that ankle. Again, slow it down. I know it makes it harder, but slow it down and breathe, especially if there's tension. Especially if there's tension. I'm feeling tension in mine. I went on a hike last weekend. That was very long. My ankle's been needing this for a bit. Good. Go the other direction. Breathe. Three, two, and one. Go ahead and release that foot on down. Feeling sensation. All right. So let's spend the last few minutes we have together in meditation. So sliding to the back of your chair, make yourself comfortable and close your eyes. With the eyes closed, become aware of your breath again. The flow of air in, the flow of air out. Then what happens if you deepen your breath? And I say deepen, not quicken. Still breathing steadily, maybe even slowly, but what happens when you increase the capacity of your breath? You take more in on inhale. What happens when you let go of more air on exhale? Breathing deeply. If you would like to try, hold your breath in at the top of the inhale at the fullest point for like 3 seconds, not very long at all. And as you hold the breath in for those 3 seconds, you can imagine that your body is full of light. And then relax your effort around your breath, please. Feel it adjust. And when you're ready, take a deeper, fuller breath again. Bring your palms together at your chest and rub the palms together, creating heat. Bringing those warm palms over your eyes and brushing back over the top of your head, down the neck, bringing yourself back to the space around you.